All right, here we are, starting out just outside Valentine, heading south through the Heartlands. I figured today we'd just take it slow and enjoy the scenery while we ride down to Dewberry Creek. No shootouts, no bounty hunters, just pure free roam. Look at that light cutting across the hills. Rockstar really nailed the atmosphere in this game. You've got that soft morning haze, the shadows of the hills, and the way the wind moves the grass. It just feels alive. Riding through this open space makes you forget it's a game for a second. And the sound design? You can hear the hooves, the breeze, the chirping. Everything just settles you into the moment. We're riding my trusty horse Midnight. He's been with me since the early missions. Strong, fast, and doesn't spook easily. That's important, especially with all the wildlife out here. Speaking of which, yep, there's a herd of wild horses off to the right. You can see a few dappled grays and a white one mixed in. Might come back later to try taming one of them. Coming up on this curve, you get a nice view of the mountains in the distance. Those peaks back there, that's near Amberino. We won't be heading that far today, but it's cool how you can just make out the snowy caps even from down here. Let's pick up the pace a bit. Just a light gallop. Not in a hurry, but I want to get to Dewberry before sunset. The trail curves a bit here. You gotta keep an eye out for snakes sometimes. They'll spook your horse if you're not paying attention. Haven't had that happen in a while, but once is enough. All right, we're entering a more open stretch now. Off in the distance, you'll see a couple deer moving through the tall grass. If we were hunting today, that'd be a perfect spot to line up a shot, but like I said, we're just cruising. One thing I love about Red Dead is how unpredictable it can be. You can be out for a peaceful ride like this and then boom, a stranger encounter or a cougar jumps out at you. But it's been quiet so far today. Peaceful, almost too peaceful. We're coming up on that ridge that overlooks the river to the west. You can see the water glittering down there. There's a spot not far from here I sometimes camp at. Real nice at night. Maybe I'll swing back around after Dewberry and set up camp for the evening. I don't know about you, but these kinds of rides, the in-between moments, are some of my favorite parts of the game. It's not always about the action. Sometimes just the act of traveling, moving through the world, seeing what you see. That's where the magic is. Okay, we're starting to drop in elevation now, which means we're not too far from Dewberry Creek. This path here gets a little rocky, so I'm gonna slow down. Don't want Midnight stumbling on anything. Watch your footing, boy. And there it is. You can just start to see the creek cutting through the land down ahead. It's a quiet little spot. Lots of folks miss it, but I like to come here and fish sometimes. There's usually some smallmouth bass in the deeper pockets. Let's ride up a bit closer. You can hear the water flowing now. Nice and calm. There's something about this spot. It's not a major location in the story, but it feels special. Like it's meant to be found by people who just wander. All right, think we'll hop off here and let the horse rest. That was a good ride. No trouble, no interruptions. Just miles of open trail, a few wild horses, and the sound of the world rolling on around us. That's what free roam is all about. We're about halfway to Dewberry Creek now, and man, just look at this view. Rolling hills, wide open fields, and nothing but the sound of the wind and the hooves. This part of the map doesn't get enough credit. It's peaceful, but it's also got this raw, untamed feel to it. You really start to appreciate how well Rockstar built this world when you slow down and just take it in like this. Every bend in the trail gives you something new. A group of deer, a hawk flying overhead, even the shadows shifting across the grass. Midnight's holding up well, too, barely broken a sweat. I'll give him a quick pat once we hit the next flat stretch.